Hello. Hello, welcome to Mart's garage. It's a lockdown Sunday here in the UK. I've been doing, one of those jobs that I've always been meaning to get around to. Anybody that watched my Crusty Flatty video series will have seen me using my engine stand and it rolling around all over the floor. So I thought, okay, what I'll put some brakes on the main wheels on it, and I'll show you what I've been doing, and I'll show you how to do it. Here's the base of the engine stand, and there is a wheel. And if you look at that wheel, I'll use this handy piece of cut off thing. There's like a position there, drill and tap a hole through. And there's the one I've just actually finished doing. So I'm going to do this side now. Now that I've proved the point on that side, can you see that bolt that goes down through that hole? That tightens up. Right, so I'm not going to go mad, I'm just going to kind of eyeball this. I've got to miss that bolt there, so I need to drill it around about here and around about in the middle of there. I mean, see it rolling then? Just going to move the drill down a bit. That's a 6.5mm. Just a bit over quarter. The bolts have got a 12mm and the tapping drill is 10.2, and I don't know what this drill is. It's just an old one that I found, so, and it measures around about 10.2, probably just a little bit over. Okay, I think that's gone blunt, I'm going to have to go and sharpen it. Don't know what this drill's made out of, but I don't think it's very good. Put the drill behind my leg there too. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's no good, is it? Look at the state of that. Bloody hell. Can you see the drill's completely burnt out? Cheap drill. Let me see if I can find another one. Found one. Hopefully it's about the right size. I mean, it's not hypercritical. Here we go. Lovely. This is a 1/2-inch drill, just to give a clearance on a 12mm bolt. Wallow it out a bit. In the absence of anything better, I'll put a bit of grease on the tap. And I've got my snap-on brake adjuster tool there, which I'm going to use as a tap wrench. It's a little bit loose, but the tap's just about long enough to go through. But what I've got to do, I've got to make sure I keep it kind of centralised here, so I've got to be careful. Otherwise the bolt will have a job going through. This is a taper tap. Give it a chance to get a good bite. I'm looking from above to see that it isn't going over to the one side. I'm kind of being careful to support it there. You can't put it in too far because you'll run off the end of the tap. This is a bottoming tap. There you go. Job done. Because of the height of that and the bolt being there, I couldn't have used a conventional tap wrench. I could have took that bolt out, I suppose, but okay. Right. Here's a bolt. So here we go, there's the, that's how it rolls about, look. Oops. One. Just nip it up like that, and that's you can see, can't you, that the caster's not going round. That's sliding now, and obviously it wouldn't do that with the weight of an engine on the stand. So there we go. And what I'll probably do is just get a couple of little, you know, make a couple of little T-handles or something, or just a little crossbar, because it doesn't need to be tight. Just make a little, weld a couple of bits on there. I might take a photo at the end maybe. So that's both sides now. Okay. It's one of those, isn't it, where you think to yourself, blimey, why didn't I do that before and save all that aggro with the thing scooting round? But when you're involved in doing a job, you don't want to stop, do you, and do something else, even though that would have only took 10 minutes. It's only when things are quiet like this and you're looking at, you know, you're doing those little tidying up jobs and all them little things that you've put off. Can you do these things? For anyone that hasn't seen it, this is where I modified the engine stand there. I narrowed it a little bit there, just, you know, a couple of inches each side or an inch each side, maybe a little, I can't remember exactly, not much. But these things here were quite badly out of line, so when I put it back together I made sure everything was square and welded it all up, and then I cut these on a V, marked them out and cut them and kinked them inwards, and you can see that the outer wall there isn't cut, you know, it's just bent. And the whole idea there, and you will have seen this in maybe a video I did before, but to keep this bit narrow so that you can wheel this into the engine hoist there. The idea is that it nestles into the engine hoist like that. So there's, and then it makes it easier when you want to do the transfer of the engine from the hoist, from the hoist down onto the engine stand. So there's a couple of quick little, well, I've showed you a quick little job there, putting those brakes on, and I just alluded to another job that I did some time ago that I thought has paid dividends, and I have stripped down and rebuilt a flathead on this stand, and I didn't notice any compromise on the stability. Hello again, it's the day after. I did a bit more work yesterday and I did a bit more work this afternoon, and I'll show you what I've done just to try and finish off the engine stand. Here's the finished thing for the casters. Basically I took the bolts, cut them off, and then I just got a little bit of, I don't know, it's like more like wrought iron or anything, but like a rolled steel. And I just trimmed the ends in the lathe, and I trimmed the ends of the bolts as well, and I had to die the bolts a little bit. I'm going to die down the bolt, and I welded them on, nothing fancy. So I made two of those, and they go quite nicely there, and you can see it rolls really easily. While I was at it, I cut down this adapter thing that I made. It's only made from some angle iron, and I trimmed the ends there. I trimmed the end there, and I cut off a thing that I had here that I never used, and I cut off the middle one there, so that's nice and simple now, a bit lighter. And I made a new spiky thing to go in the top. I made it so it looks like the other ones as well. So that goes in there. And then I went on the lathe, and this here, it was actually a drive shaft, an axle from a car, and I turned it down so it's the same diameter all the way along, and it had a thread at this end which was like a bit of a funny size. It was like, I don't know what it was, but it was 16 TPI, and what I wanted to do was actually drill and tap the ends to put a bolt and a washer on, but I couldn't actually drill it. The metal was so tough, but I could turn it. So I aligned the tool with the threads, and I screw cut the threads until a 3/4 nut went on. 3/4 16 TPI, and then I screw cut the other end as well to the same size. So that's now my Tommy bar for turning it over. And one of this one's tight and this one's not tight, so I can unscrew that one there. I can unscrew this one to take the bar out, because you have to take the bar out. You have to take the bar out to take this off. So there's my little job. Two new little locking things there that hold it still, and obviously with the weight on it, it wouldn't move so easily. A new locking piece and a new Tommy bar, a lot extra long as well, because when you've got that flathead on there, this isn't particularly well balanced, and it's quite hard to turn over. Sorry about all the mess. I'm a messy worker. Look, all my stuff's just lying around the place. But this is part of me tidying up. Before I put this away, I wanted to, you know, sort it out. So there we are. That's a simple little job. Another little, you know, one of them ones. We're on lockdown, so we can't really go out. Well, we can't go out. Can't drive anywhere. So I'm just keeping myself busy. I enjoyed using the lathe, doing that job. I've enjoyed, you know, trimming that down. It's been getting on my nerves for a while. Lots of little things that, you know, I didn't like about it. And I enjoyed making those little clamps. So, you know, all in all, job well done, isn't it? Thanks for watching then. Catch you next time. Stay safe, keep yourselves busy, and look after yourselves. Okay, bye.